It's time for Liechtenstein's first ever World Cup. International management is out for FM25, so let's enjoy this while we can. After we qualified from a group containing Germany, Czechia, and Slovakia, we now find ourselves in Japan on the world's biggest stage. Over 12 years we have built a team based mainly around graduates from our FC Vaduz Academy. Lorenz Krauss, of course, our original and favourite son, and Fabio Burmester, the not at all overlooked second child, with wonderkid Andreas Corner of Barcelona in defence, and emerging talents like Martin Rinner, attacking midfielder Uwe Wolf, Inter Milan's Hans Bramer, and everyone's favourite swamp dweller Fabian Schreck. We could surprise a few people here. We also have a couple of players who took Liechtensteiner nationality while playing for FC Vaduz, like ex-German goalkeeper Timo Schliek, now at Orlando City, and Gabriel Ishuk, now 35, and what a way to punctuate his career. Jordan Keeling of FC Vaduz has now also declared himself for the national team after meeting the requirements, but annoyingly he declared this after the deadline for submitting the World Cup squad. In preparation for our debut on the world stage, we easily beat Venezuela and Colombia as we tried out some South American opposition ahead of facing Ecuador. Lorenz Krauss fired us to victory over Thailand, but we got FM'd by Senegal, then got a reality check from hosts Japan. That Thailand game was my 700th in management, by the way. How far do you think we're going to go? Leave a prediction in the comments. Something of a surprise in the first match in our group as Ecuador beat AFCON champs Nigeria. That meant our match with the West African side suddenly became a must-win for them. And yet still, the Nigerian manager seemed to be taking us lightly, and that would prove to be their downfall as Lorenz Krauss gave us the lead, and his fellow Year 1 Academy graduate Fabio Burmester added a second. Nigeria finally woke up and pulled one back with 8 minutes to play, but we held on for a famous win, a result that saw Nigeria eliminated, and their manager simply unable to take that slice of humble pie.
Humble pie, I would say, with a side order of grovels.
As we went through to the knockout rounds after just one game. But first, we had to play Ecuador to decide who would top the group, and we took the lead through an own goal. The South American side had no response, and we extended our lead in the second half thanks to Fabian Schreck. Enough for an easy win and top spot in the group, which meant a second round tie with Jamaica, who had managed to qualify from Group G with a single point. I think we've got a great chance of going even further here. And an early goal from that man Lorenz Krauss suggested my confidence was not misplaced. Into the second half, and a brilliant team goal was eventually fired in by Uwe Wolf. But that was not enough for the youngster, as he got up to head home Fabio Burmester's cross. Jamaica would manage to pull one back with about 12 minutes left, but that was just a blip, and Fabian Schreck would restore our 3-goal lead in stoppage time. An emphatic 4-1 win. So into the round of 16 and just one game away from an appearance in a World Cup quarter-final. Who's next? Oh my, España! Our biggest test yet against the side ranked 10th in the world, who had struggled slightly in the group stage, finishing second behind Australia, but had then managed to knock off Brazil in the second round. So if it hadn't been Spain, it would have been Brazil. Either way, we were fortunate to be playing one of the world's best on the grandest stage, but unfortunate to go behind on 20 minutes. But fighting hard to get back in it, some great play through the middle, leading to an equaliser from Fabio Burmester. There was no let-up from our illustrious opponents though, as they reclaimed the lead in first half stoppage time. 20 minutes into the second half, we again probed through the middle, and again found Fabio Burmester to make it 2-2. Spain resorted to long ball football to take the lead for a third time. And surely, by this stage, a third comeback equaliser would be too much to ask, right? Wrong! Have you not been following this story carefully? Of course we would get the stoppage time strike on this occasion, as Wolf made it 3-3. Into extra time and Spain were piling on the pressure, Schleck saving at the near post but unable to recover for the rebound. And this time there was no comeback to be had, but we gave them one hell of a game. Spain would make it all the way to the final, beating Argentina and Ireland, but ultimately coming up short against France. Fabio Burmester won goal of the tournament for that wonder strike against Nigeria, but we were otherwise overlooked in the awards. We weren't even considered competition overachievers, that distinction going to the third place finishers Turkey. Turkey do love a World Cup in Japan, don't they? So what's next for Liechtenstein? Well, we have another Nations League campaign coming up as we try to reach Group A, and then we try to qualify for the Euros again and build on our knockout round appearance at this World Cup. Check back here to see how we get on.